What's up, everybody? I've got another 15 card PSA sub back actually just yesterday. Dismantled the box. I don't know if you've ever dealt with this crazy secure tape that they have, but finally got into it without a knife, and which I wouldn't recommend, and got the cards out. So 15 cards here, and we're gonna go through each one. I do know the grades already, but gonna just do like a little fun kind of reveal to the viewers here. So first up, Tyler Hero PSA 10 base. His stuff is really fallen off, but luckily this one did gem, so I think I will still ultimately make a little money on it, which is great. But yeah, nice clean card. Next up we have a Luka Doncic. This is probably the worst Luka Doncic rookie you can have, just from like a look standpoint. I don't know, it just doesn't look super appealing. I feel like these Chronicles base stuff never looks super great, but it is a Luka Doncic rookie ultimately, and it did get a mint 9, so it still has a little value, which is nice. But I think I just had this laying around from breaking boxes a couple of years ago and figured I'd send it in, and still probably make a little bit of money there. Next up, we got a Ja Morant Essentials hollow, kind of like the hollow foil look here, also a mint 9. Again, probably not make a ton of money on it, but still a nice looking card. This was one of my worst grades in a while. The first 8, I would say, for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 subs that I've gotten. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I never know. I feel like I'm a broken record, but I don't know why I got an 8. Maybe the centering left to right, you can kind of see on the lines, is a little heavy on this left side, but I don't know why that would, make it an 8. I feel like I've seen Luka gems with that kind of centering, so must be some sort of surface issue, but all good. Wasn't in it for much, cheap to grade, and it's an affordable rookie card if someone's a fan of Shai Gilgeous. Now this one's really nice. Obviously gone down in price with everything else in cards, but very timely for the playoffs. Trey's looking, he's pretty on fire all of a sudden in these playoffs, and people are starting to take note, I guess, and they have a really solid chance of beating the Sixers. So a nice Gem 10 base. I don't even know what these go for anymore, but nonetheless, it's going to have a little bit of demand with the playoffs going on. A nice little Zion sighting, mint 9 as well, like the last few before that Trey. This is the Phoenix base, so not any sort of prism or anything, but it is the shiny variant within Chronicles, which I just like Phoenix in general. I think Phoenix from this year and the last year with Luka's rookie year, this looked really nice. I'm surprised that they're not kind of making its own thing. And then next up, this was a random one I pulled from a box, actually a hobby box. It's a Luka Samanic hollow on card auto. Got a mint 9. Yeah, again, feels like it probably could have been a 10, but I was kind of banking on him having a pretty good year. I think he had maybe a below average year, but still, nonetheless, I know it's a kind of a sought after rookie type of card for a lot of players. So actually, I'm looking at it now, and I don't know if you can kind of see it, but if you can see, come on, focus. I don't know, not focusing. There it is. That corner looks a little bit of a ding, like it's got a little bit of a nick on it. So that's probably the reason for a mint 9. Next up, we got a nice Gem 10 of LeBron Mosaic. Love this card, but it doesn't matter. It's not really worth anything anymore. But it is a Gem 10, and very cool picture and very shiny, like we all like. Another LeBron base. This is when I sent this in probably 6 or 7 months ago. This was when the whole base thing was going nuts, and it didn't make any sense, but you'd be dumb not to send base stuff in. So I sent this in as well. And also got a gem. Still make money on it, which is nice, but definitely not the same price as it was 5 or 6 months ago. Actually, so I really like this card. It's nothing crazy special, but it is from the Chronicles set. So this is sort of the update. I don't think it says anything on the back, but it's the Prism update. So it's the first Prism card with Anthony Davis in a Lakers uniform. Not a super common card to pull either, but Anthony Davis honestly had a pretty lackluster season and playoffs. I was super high on him going into the season, but just with injuries, that's like, that's just his that's his weakness, man. He's very injury prone, and can't help but worry about his future a little bit with that injury proneness. I'm a big fan of Optic. If you've seen my other videos, this is also my PC player, Steph. I did get a Mint 9. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be top to bottom centering. You can see the bottom is a lot less than the top there, so I'm certain that's probably all it was. Maybe a surface issue or two. Optic just always has pretty rough surface issues on their stuff, and so I'm sure that's part of the reason that's got a 9. And keeping with the theme of Optic, going back to Anthony Davis though, first year Optic Hollow of AD, Gem Mint 10. Again, was super high on AD this year, and I thought first year Optic was going to take a nice bump, and I guess it did, but maybe not enough. It's funny, I don't know if I ever realized that. I think that's LeBron right there, defending AD. I feel like that's got some like kind of nice little touch to this card's design before AD was on the Lakers. Now this one's super timely. Super happy to have this one. It ultimately will probably be a gift to some friends of ours. They're big Suns fans. I had this card laying around. Donor's paper, Devin Booker, rated rookie. Really nice looking card, but ended up getting a gem on it. And lo and behold, these are going for really good money because obviously the Suns are doing really well in the playoffs, and Devin Booker looks like the guy on that team, like he always has. But now they're really successful. So special card will probably just go to some friends, and I think hopefully they'll enjoy it as much as anyone else. So they're not card collectors, so kind of taking a risk on that one, but should be all good. And then the last, I would say the last card, but also probably the biggest card in the whole sub, is this really beautiful LeBron James premium set. Got a gem 10 on it. It is numbered 212 out of 249. I'm sure it comes through pretty well on the camera. I'm such a big fan of these cards. They just look so darn cool. I want to say they're kind of reminiscent of an old Metal Universe insert. I can't remember the exact insert that they are, but the same kind of like, you know, prismatic effect, I guess is what you would call that. And you know, this LeBron card is pretty iconic, especially the hollow version with his sort of fadeaway shot. That's like a signature shot of the later stages of his career. First Lakers card that's in sort of a shiny look, or some sort of, you know, prism finish. And yeah, gem Mint 10, 212 of 249. So this was pretty cool. Obviously would have been a lot better if he was still in the playoffs, but that's kind of a card that's more for collectors, I think, than it is investors. So nonetheless, pretty happy with that one. So there's a few highlights of the sub. Nothing crazy outside of the LeBron. The Booker's nice, obviously, for timing. And yeah, typical kind of variety with what I submit. I try and submit at least 4 to 5 different players, not really put all my eggs in one basket, that kind of thing. So hopefully I'll get some more subs back here soon and do another little share out like this. But thanks for watching. See ya.